I'm locked in. I'm not worried. I am with the girl who I want to be with, so I'm just having fun, honestly.
I like when you say that. Kiss me.
Hey guys, today we're talking Perfect Match Season 3. Nick Lachey needs another paycheck. So
That's
gotta
right.
put something together.
That's right. The love shows are back,
He
baby.
had a little bit of acting at the beginning there. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it was weird. He was looking rough.
Yeah, it was a little crazy.
No Vanessa, but whatever. But but what do we think of this cast?
So one thing I did think was interesting. That typically, there's always the Netflix, rejects that are all on this shit. But this time, it's they brought somebody in from two people in from The Bachelor. You had somebody from some MTV show.
Yeah.
You had somebody from Temptation
Siesta
Island
Key or something like. I don't even know what that is.
So they brought some people in from outside of Netflix for this one. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, there's more rejects than on Netflix, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
you know.
That's right.
It's reality. Everywhere.
They're all looking for paychecks.
Yeah.
So who stood out to you? Who you liking out of the initial cast?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You're not talking couples. You're just talking the people.
Yeah, the people. Who are you happy to see? Ollie? You happy to see Ollie?
Yeah, it's cool seeing Ollie. The thing is, the shitty thing about that is we already know what happens with him and AD, right? And they've already, we saw all this stuff, earlier this year when AD proposed to Ollie and, they're getting married and all that. So we already know at least those two are going to stay together through this whole show. And maybe they'll even win it. Hell,
well, it seems obvious that they are the couple to be very early on.
No doubt. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I love AD. And Ollie's cool.
Ollie's cool. Ollie's funny. Ollie says some funny shit in the show.
They are a funny couple and they tease each other. And I'm all about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like them.
Who else we got? Lucy. Like Lucy?
Yeah, I like Louis too. I've always liked
that
Louis.
dude is on all these shows.
Yeah,
I'm
always
tired
liked
of
Louis.
seeing
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
The problem with Louis is he's a baby. He doesn't like to be
He
called.
always seems like he's young. I'm like, when's this dude gonna age?
Exactly. He's like, I don't like these women calling me baby.
I think he was like
Unless
20.
it's in bed.
I think the first show we saw him on, he was like 20 or I don't even know if he was 21 yet at the time, or he might have
Yeah, he
been
might
21.
not have been. Yeah, he was like 20 or
So
21.
like he's 23, he's thinking he's old now.
And is he
he's
ever going to
he's-
get with
And he's
anybody?
still the youngest dude in the show.
Like, what are we doing
Yeah.
here?
I mean,
he's fun to watch, but he
Yeah.
can't. He's not.
No,
he's
I
not
mean-
meant to be with anybody at this point.
Yeah,
he's still
no,
in his
hell
little
no.
young.
All right, so as far as like attractive people go, all these fucking people are attractive, right? And that's what the show is all about. They bring a bunch of attractive people together, throw them on the show, and so I really can't pick like who I'm really digging right now because it's still early. But like
Yeah.
I can tell you, Madison gets on my nerves just like she didn't love his
Well,
Blind.
and I can
Can't
tell you,
stand
like,
Madison.
you might be attracted to someone because of looks, and then, their attitude
Exactly.
makes you change your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think.
And
At least for me.
Madison's definitely one of them. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Madison.
What about the
either.
guys here? Clayton's a big dude.
Oh, Clayton's
And
huge.
Clayton and
Big-
Daniel kind of have a similar look.
The-
And I was like, I was having a hard time. I'm starting to put it together, but I was like, man, these dudes are pretty
I
similar.
don't find Daniel as attractive as these ladies do.
Oh, them chicks think he's hot as hell. And
I know, and I'm like, yeah. I mean,
I can
obviously,
see it.
all their bodies are hot. Like, I get
Yeah.
that, right? But like, I don't know.
I can see it.
I mean, he's not a bad-looking dude, but he's not the hottest there, I guess.
Well, who is?
God, why you ask me that? I don't know. Honestly, the best-looking one is probably Louis.
like I said, they're all freaking attractive. Like all these people are attractive.
Personality-wise, I liked I can't even think of his name. I don't know.
Cody?
His name. Cody. I liked Cody, at first.
Yeah,
But
Cody's
then his
Cody's
personality
a southern.
changed. I
Cody's
didn't
a
like
southern
him.
dude, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it
Yeah,
was
this
that
show was
attractive.
kind of, I had a hard time getting into it because they're just going crazy and wild initially.
Yes.
You know what I
Oh, yeah.
mean?
I remember he's making out right off the bat and shit, and I was just like,
Yeah,
man.
doing body shots, that whole like
yeah.
Planko thing or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, and Clayton, he says he's all about Lucy. He says that like right off
Yeah.
off the bat.
I
So-
do like. I mean, I don't know if he's necessarily. I'm not really attracted to him, but the personality, the go get it. Like I like the directness of that. That was nice.
Now,
Well, I do. I
and
think
I do
Clayton
like
is
Lucy.
kind of mature, and maybe he doesn't fit in well with this show either. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, a little bit.
the Love
Yeah,
is
I'd agree
Blind,
with
The
that.
Bachelor people are a little bit different flavor than the Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sure.
And Temptation Island, whatever the
Yeah.
hell their shows are on.
Yeah.
And Sandy's there. She reminds me of that. I can't remember her name. The
Jessica.
EpiPen. Yeah,
Yeah.
like those two are like interchangeable.
Yeah, they totally, man. She's totally Jessica 2.0, man.
When they first introduced her, like she was one of the first people they introduced, right? And I was waiting for the name to come up. I was like, Jessica's not. She was on it last.
Exactly.
She was on
I
it
was thinking
last
the same
time.
thing.
'Cause that was the whole with what's his name, Harry. And I'm like, oh wait, that's not Jessica. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's the
Ultimatum,
Jessica
yeah.
lookalike.
Exactly.
Now, I think they're smart who they kind of like bring on the show. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
And you could see as like they're debating choosing people because it's like there's Ultimatum people and they know each other. There's Bachelor people, all this kind of stuff. And I think they did that pretty well so far.
And then there's some people who are actually like no shit couples before, right? There's a couple of different couples in here, and I'm like, what the hell, man? So
Well, that was in season 1. They had that. Remember? I think I don't know if they won, but he proposed to her on season 1. And they were a couple before, and then they got back together on Perfect Match.
okay.
They didn't last, by the way.
But they play Let's Puck, also known as Plinko.
Plinko.
It's Plinko. Come
It
on,
is
we've seen the
totally
prices,
Plinko.
right? What is this?
Exactly.
And this was a bit much, I thought, because I mean, it's starting off. It's spicy. People are doing body shots. They're
Yeah.
eating strawberries from people's cleavage and
Yeah.
everything else.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the body shots was a little salty because of the sweat.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
She's like, it wasn't his. She's like, not his fault though.
I mean, they all look hot, like temperature
course.
hot. They're all sweating.
Yeah,
they're all
they're
like,
in Mexico, So
it looks miserable. I gotta say.
Yeah, and this is interesting too because Daniel is hanging out with Juliette, but then all of a sudden he just like matches with Lucy.
Yeah.
that was weird.
So it's like, man.
It seemed like him and
I
Juliette were
forgot
hitting it
about
off pretty good.
Juliette already. Let me tell you,
Oh.
Juliette is a hot mess.
Well, Juliette is so like into herself and everything, and then once she realizes maybe she ain't all she thinks she is, these other dudes are just blowing her off, then she gets pissed off. So
And she gets drunk.
yeah, hell yeah.
Well, this is interesting because every episode the power dynamic
Yeah.
shifts, and that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, and this first episode, it's in the women's court. So,
Yeah, exactly.
but anyways, Ollie goes hard for AD, and they hook up pretty early.
Oh yeah, right off the bat, man. It's like boom.
Well, she needs a man, not a
That's
boy.
right, not a boy.
Yeah. She's
But,
tired of the boys.
And again, like, knowing what their story is at this point, like everybody knows, it's almost like, are they going to win this? And it wouldn't surprise me at all if they do, based
Yeah,
on what we've
well,
seen.
at this point,
Yeah.
I'd be voting for them. But these
exactly.
both are from Love is Blind. They both got dumped at the altar.
Yeah,
so they're kind of pretty similar here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they're both good people. I like both of them on their season of Love is Blind.
I had issues with Ollie on his Love is
He
Blind
got
season.
angry that one time, and that was awkward. But
I mean, I think they're good for each other, and had we not known that we know now that they got engaged and all that shit, it's one of those questions, how hard is it to maintain a long distance relationship with him living in England, her living here, right? But evidently they obviously made it work, right? So
yeah, and that's one of the downfalls to this type of show. It's like they're not co-located, so it's tough.
Louis doesn't even
And
know.
these people are not co-located; they're in different countries.
exactly.
Yeah, they don't, and Louis doesn't even know where, like, Minnesota is.
Yeah,
Louis like, is it in Canada?
He's like, that shit. No, he said Alaska or some shit too. He's like,
I'm like,
Alaska.
how does that work? 2 states?
You can walk there, right?
Minnesota.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, like think about Canada.
You're Canadian.
No, it's like Canada, Minnesota is right underneath.
Alaska.
I think, was it Louis who did this before? Someone
Yeah.
had like an
Yeah, it
error
was.
like that. No,
Yeah.
someone got like Hawaii, and they're like, what?
Yeah,
You
that's right, that's
understand.
right,
Didn't even know where it was.
Yeah. But Sandy doesn't test Louis' geography, so they decided to hook up. So he feels pretty good.
Yeah, that wasn't a requirement.
No, definitely not.
What do we think about Juliette interrupting Madison as
That
she's
was
talking to Clayton?
so awkward.
Yeah,
Like, I had
yeah.
secondhand embarrassment just
That
watching
was cringe, big time. Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt. I was like, what the hell is she doing, man?
And he asked Madison to match.
Uh-huh.
And I think she was going to say yes.
She was going to say yes. There's no
And
doubt
then-
about it. She was about to say yes, and then homegirl screwed it up.
Yeah.
Hate to interrupt.
Oh.
It really does hurt me to interrupt, but I'm going to.
Yeah, and then she goes downstairs and she's like, all right,
Well, that's why
clearly-
you do that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, clearly, we're not going to get through this conversation. Let me walk away. And then someone else matches with her. It's
Uh-huh.
like, and he heard it, and he's like, what? What? He's like, gosh damn it. And then he's like, well, I guess.
I guess I got to get stuck with
Well, that's
you.
what happens on the show. You interrupt people, but sometimes like someone is just starting a conversation before they get interrupted, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Oh, yeah.
"What the heck, man? I haven't had my time yet."
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he was trying to be polite about it. Like, can I have just like 5 more minutes? Like, and both times, and she's like, nah, we're gonna talk.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you could tell he wanted someone
doing,
else
man?
though, but people pivot. Some people pivot awfully quick on the show, and I get like early on, why not? But,
Right, because you're just trying to stay in at that time, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, are you trying to find someone or just stay on the show?
Mm-hmm.
And the people who normally are just trying to get famous on the show, like a Louis or something, other people will see. I don't really care for that.
And that's why, like, I got turned off by Cody at some point.
Right.
But
I
we'll
mean,
get to
'cause
that.
let's be honest. You're bringing 23-year-olds in on this shit, and it's like they're not here for anything serious. It's like get out of here.
And that's kind of, I wish this show, that's why I do like The Bachelor and The Love is Blind, because I feel like they're a little bit more serious about finding someone. And I wish the whole show was kind of geared toward that, but it's a hodgepodge.
Well, somebody mentioned that CND, she was on the Ultimatum, and that means she wanted to get married. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Sandy was the one that was given the ultimatum.
Yeah, I don't remember if she was or not.
Yeah, because she was with the crazy dude.
Yeah, that dude was nuts.
Yeah.
She was with the
That
crazy
dude was
dude.
nuts.
But she went pretty far with the swap,
artist.
though.
He was the artist.
Yeah.
But Madison finds Cody, and they match.
Uneventfully.
And Madison seemed like she was pretty into him.
She did, yeah.
Early
and
on.
Madison did Cody dirty, man.
She really did.
Like, because, she did that little one-on-one, and she's like, yeah, I really like Cody, but he needs to do a tongue scrub and maybe some Listerine.
Yeah,
and I
that
was
was
like,
pretty
damn,
messed
man,
up.
that's jacked up. I was
Yeah.
like, holy crap.
I knew at that point in time she wasn't going to stick with
Yeah,
him.
no.
But they have each episode's a compatibility challenge. This one is locking lips.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird challenge.
And
Yeah, it was.
this one was embarrassing to watch, too.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I hope they get better than this one.
Yeah, when a couple teams just gave up and just started making out on the boat, and I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, and that's where Madison brings up the kissing Cody or whatever.
The breath part.
I thought that was
Yeah,
unnecessary.
it totally was, man. It was like, dude, you're gonna do this dude dirty like this on national TV because damn well they're gonna show that, So
She's done.
oh, she
dudes
has
dirty on national
you're
TV
she has,
before,
yeah.
so-
I mean, Madison's attitude is horrible, man. I can't
Yeah.
stand that woman. So,
Yeah, and then but they win.
mhm.
Yeah.
So and then they have like a little fire dance date, which is kind of cool.
Which he
and they're
catches on fire a couple
and then
times.
at one point I think she like kisses him. So
Yeah,
you're like,
she told him to kiss me.
yeah,
She's
so
like,
you're
kiss
like,
me.
why would she do that? If she
Exactly.
wasn't into him.
Yeah, like you were just complaining about his freaking bread, and then you're telling him to kiss you. So yeah, I thought the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
So I was a little kind of confused. I'm like, everything's probably good. They go to the boardroom, and this is where stuff hits the fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny too because like
He didn't see it coming.
no, and remember he was originally trying to match Freddie up with freaking that one chick, and Madison's like, no, let's put Freddie back.
He's a good boy.
And I'll tell you, they show Freddie, JR, Jalen, and Carrington. I'm not familiar with Carrington, but
Yeah.
I see Freddie, and I'm like, that's my boy.
Yeah, I knew
Everyone loves Freddie.
As soon as
Freddie's
I
awesome.
saw Freddie, I knew she was bringing Freddie in.
Uh-huh.
I knew it.
Yeah. I was kind of pissed at Madison because I'm like, she's leaving Cody, doing him dirty. But when she picks Freddie, I'm like, fair enough.
Right.
I get it. I totally get it.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So I can't really blame her because Freddie is
surprised.
awesome.
You're surprised that Cody didn't pick Freddie.
I'm like, I was worried that they weren't going to bring Freddie on early. And I was like, how long do I got to have to wait to see Freddie?
That's right.
But I was not expecting
You got a
her
man
to choose
crush
him.
on this guy.
Freddie.
I mean, who doesn't like
yeah,
Freddie?
everybody loves Freddie, man.
Yeah,
Freddie's awesome.
I mean, he's like a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I mean, she did Cody dirty there, man. I was like, damn. Because Cody tried hooking Freddie up with another chick, and she was like, nah, push Cody. I was like, oh man.
So they match Carrington to Juliette, and I'm not familiar with Carrington, but
No.
Well, he's the self-aware douchebag.
yeah, according to him.
Self-declared.
He's like, I'm a self-aware douchebag.
He's a Louis type, but you know,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
quite
he
as
is.
charming apparently.
Right.
But,
He's
Probably
Yeah.
as young as Louis, too, I'm
Oh yeah,
guessing.
he definitely shown for sure.
Yeah.
but yeah, the Freddie Madison thing.
Yeah. The date goes well.
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Poor Freddie. Poor Freddie.
You know,
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
has
like
no
I said,
idea.
I don't really blame. I mean, I didn't really like Madison's comment about like the kissing thing,
Mhm.
but I don't know if she's done anything heinous. I mean, she did Cody dirty, but
She did.
if you get a chance with Freddie, come on. Is that really
Well,
really bad?
And here's the thing with Freddie. Freddie's just such a nice guy. I don't necessarily think he belongs on this show.
He
Right.
doesn't.
But
But I like to see him.
yeah, but it's great seeing Freddie, right? So
You gotta have some good guys,
Yeah.
right? You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
have them all be douches.
right, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, when he was telling somebody about him being a funeral director, and they're like, well, what's the weirdest, like, have you seen Kinky Deaths or whatever? He's like, I can't can't say.
He's like, yeah, I have. And she's like, what, like choking? He's like,
I can't tell you. Like, and that's like very professional. You'd imagine these other people would just be like talking smack about stuff. And he's like, no, I'm a professional funeral director. I can't.
Well, you don't even see Freddie. I mean, you do see Freddie kissing Madison, but at first, like, he wasn't like hitting the gas awfully quick.
No, he wasn't.
Well, I was wondering, like, because again, we all say his personality. I'm like, is he going to be making out with everybody? And,
doing body shots and all
right,
this other
like-
kind of stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Because that normally doesn't seem like it's his.
Well, and later on, when they do a certain event that we see later, you could tell he was kind of uncomfortable with it during that too. So
Yeah, well, Carrington and Juliette go surfing. Kind of cool, I guess.
yeah, it was cool.
And then Freddie and Madison just kind of have like a picnic on the beach or something like that.
Yeah, something like
really
that.
low key, but you know. And Juliette asked Madison about Cody.
Yeah. That okay, this is another thing.
And then
that
Madison is like bitter about
like,
it.
She literally said no.
Madison's just an asshole, dude. Like, I can't stand her, man.
Yeah, she definitely has some jealousy issues
big time,
for
yeah.
sure. And it's like, what do you care at this point? You just
Exactly.
dissed him.
Yeah, you
Then
chose Freddie.
she kind of backtracked a little bit. She's like, well, if he wants to stick around and see me be happy, that's fine or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah,
girl, why do you care if she wants? Like, she was being polite and asking. She didn't, half the time these people don't even ask.
You know, the other weird thing, she described her guy like tall, dark, handsome tattoos. That's not really Freddie,
No,
right?
not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Freddie's pretty like clean looking and stuff, so.
Yeah,
But
he's very clean cut.
she's seen his season. And everybody loves Freddie.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it.
I mean, yeah. All three of us would have chosen Freddie.
Oh, yeah,
so,
totally.
like,
No doubt about it.
yeah.
Yeah, and Carrington, like he's kind of reading the room. He's like, I'm in desperation mode. He kind of goes on speed dates. I mean, he's throwing himself at everybody.
Yeah, this dude tried, man. I give it to him, man. He was definitely trying.
Well, you never know. You may see him again. Who knows?
Well, we know.
We know they always
we will.
all
'Cause
come
every
back.
season, we always see all of them again. So,
Yeah.
which is one thing I don't like about this show, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and Juliette decides, like, she's the hot commodity, right? She's like the free agent. Who am I going to go with? She's got like 3 people vying for her, but she chooses Clayton.
Yeah. I don't
Not
think the
Cody,
three-
not Carrington, but Clayton.
Clayton again,
Here's the difference, though, and here's the problem: is like the 3 people aren't vying for her; they're vying for a spot.
Spot, exactly.
She's just a spot.
Yeah.
Like Clayton,
I think she's a beautiful girl. Though.
Yeah, she is.
she's crazy.
Yeah, she's nuts.
crazy.
She is
Well,
nuts,
she's
man.
looking for a wild time too. So,
Yeah.
and Clayton's kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was kind of surprised she chose
Clayton,
him.
and she even kind of mentions that about him, right? So,
Yeah.
it's just, I was very surprised she chose him as well. But then at the same time, she'd already spent one night with him, so it's like, all right,
Do you think she would have chosen Cody if Madison had given her the
maybe,
green light?
maybe.
I actually think she probably should have gone with Cody because Carrington's. You could see like that guy's desperate. Like he's not probably. You don't even know who he's interested.
But remember,
in.
but then she was like, you can see the desperation gleaming off Cody's body.
Which I
she
thought
doesn't say
was
anything about
funny
him.
when she said that because I'm like, yeah, girl, we saw that on you on night one.
Exactly. You know exactly what that feels like.
She probably should have talked up some loyalty thing. Like said, I'm kind of concerned if I choose you, you're just going to run off next week because, you're feeling good right now, but you got to worry about next time when you're going to need somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's good enough. She's a placeholder.
Right.
Yeah. And right now, I kind of feel like Louis and Sandy are in this boat where they're just choosing each other, staying on the show.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
is this thing like real? I mean, they don't.
I don't know how old she is, but
28. She said she was
she's-
28.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. She looks older than that. I just don't. I mean, he's too young.
Yeah,
He's
no
too
doubt.
young. So, and if
Well, and
she's-
just,
He's too young and he's not there for love anyway.
No, he's not.
Come on.
I mean, we all
or
saw
is she
Perfect
here
Match.
for
You know?
love?
Well, she kind of says that.
She says it.
They're all saying that, right?
But see, they're putting each other in a bad spot because, like, Louis could have fun with a younger person later on, but he doesn't. And then what's going to happen when if someone does go for her now, she's going to be put in this loyalty spot.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the problem there. But yeah, Cody and Carrington, they're gone.
They're peaced out.
Yeah.
They'll be back. They'll be back.
I'll be back.
They'll be back at some point. But we have a compatibility challenge, and I thought this was much better. You like what?
Yeah, this one was.
What did you think about this one?
It was good because now you actually got to start digging into people and what they enjoy, don't enjoy, and stuff like that, right? So,
Find out some dirty secrets.
oh yeah, man, freaking what's her name's wild, man.
Well, the questions are kind of like wild to begin with, right?
Yeah.
So, it's like name like your like a pet name for your junk or something like that. So,
Well, and
what kind of animal are you in the bedroom?
Everybody knows what Louis is because he references it all the time.
Big Ben, but he didn't use it for that though. So, which is funny. I wonder if they told him he couldn't. It's like everybody knows you call it a Big Ben. You got to choose something else here.
Yeah, and like Freddie chooses like a dachshund.
Dude, the women were digging Freddie's answers, man. All the chicks were digging his answers. So
and Lucy calls it a sausage dog, but it's a wiener dog, man.
That's right, it's a wiener dog. That's right.
I guess same, I guess.
That's right.
It's interesting what they say across the pond, apparently. So.
These sausages.
I don't know if Louis making up terms for things because they ask him to spell something. I still don't know the word. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, exactly.
So.
Oh yeah, that was like a Garist or something like that.
Yeah, whatever. And he it took him forever to spell it, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah. Did any questions stand out or responses? We got the womb raider and stuff like
butt
that.
Plug,
the
vibrating butt plug.
That
man.
one definitely stood out, right?
You had to ask if that stood out.
Yeah, that stood out to everybody.
Well, some people were into choking.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple people. Yeah.
Apparently that was a popular response.
Freddie's probably sitting there going, you guys, this is not a good idea.
Remember when I said I've known some shit?
These are bad ideas, guys.
Someone said a seahorse, they want to impregnate a man or something like that.
That was Madison.
So that was kind of scary for some of them.
Yeah.
But Ollie and AD win, but plug. Daniel may be the real winner here. So I don't know.
Yeah, Daniel definitely might be the real winner on that one. For sure.
Yeah, I like Daniel's little interview about that. He's like, yeah, I mean, I lost, but...
Did I really? I kind of won on this one.
So, yeah, I don't know. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then we have the boardroom with Ollie and AD.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Ollie's like kind of teasing AD here a little bit with one of the people.
Oh, with Alex.
She ain't having it, though.
She's like, why the hell do you keep wanting big Alex? Yeah.
And they got Rachel, Alex, Hannah, and QT up for grabs.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we know
Hannah. We'd seen Hannah before.
Yeah, from the
I was kind of surprised Hannah's on the show.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah.
But the rest of them I didn't recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously Rachel's from
Bachelor.
The Bachelor. She
But
wasn't on The
she's-
Bachelorette, and then QT's from The Circle.
Yeah, but Rachel is from
I don't know what.
Colson.
And AD knows QT.
Yeah, he said she knows QT. And she's like, oh, she's a sweetheart, you know? And then, was it Carlton?
Oh, he's like, I don't want a sweetheart.
What's the Bachelor dude's name on this? Carlton, Colson?
Clayton.
Clayton, yeah. So, it turns out, Rachel is from Clayton's freaking same season.
And Ollie kept arguing. He's like, yeah, they're both from The Bachelor, so they have similar experiences. He didn't realize
They have similar experiences, all right.
Yeah.
the same experience.
Now that I think was brilliant of Netflix.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, and just like they had that freaking one dude who was partnered up with Sandy in Love Is Blind too, right? So
yeah,
or was it Ultimatum? Ultimatum.
Yeah, Ultimatum. JR was it?
JR.
Yeah, RJ or JR.
JR.
Yeah,
yeah,
because he was on the list too, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
But they team Freddie and Rachel up, and I think they're kind of anti-Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I think this is actually a really good pairing.
I thought it was
Freddie.
too. I thought it was great.
So, and they have a great date. They're painting portraits of each other, and I thought the chemistry was really good.
Yeah, I was rooting for him.
Well, it's funny that they chose that for the date because remember Madison's like, I'm an artist, I'm a painter.
Oh yeah,
and then for Freddie's date, they chose him painting with another
She's
chick.
like, you painted with another woman? Oh my god,
you did this before me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I wonder if that was intentional or not.
Yeah, it might have been.
I didn't even think about that. That's a good point.
Oh yeah.
But and Louis and Alex have their date. It goes as you kind of expect. Like no surprise there. Really.
Yeah, he's having a hard time.
She's
with
touching
her
my
running leg. Yeah, he can't handle it.
Oh, he's a funny guy, but
he's fun to watch. I mean, he's not the guy you want to end up with, but he's a fun time.
Freddie brings Rachel back, and this is where we learn because we're not Bachelor people. I mean, I guess, but like a lot of the cast doesn't know this too. That like she was like his final two, I guess, on the Bachelor.
Like they totally had sex and all that shit. They'd been together and he's like, and he's telling the other dudes, "Holy shit, that's my ex." And
I
like,
mean,
what?
apparently he even asked her dad
to marry her.
her. So
it sounds
they were
like he did her extremely dirty.
Oh yeah,
it does sound that way. But I guess they had said that they had kind of made peace with each other in the past, a year ago. But I loved how she was so polite and not professional, but courteous about it. Like, she gave him a hug and she's like, we'll talk. Let me just go meet everybody else. We'll circle back. Because we're going to have to talk, obviously.
Right,
and I did find it funny because Madison was stressing during this whole thing. You know what I mean?
She was crying.
Dude, and
she was.
As soon as he got picked and stuff, right? And they're all sitting there and Madison's are crying and Ollie's like, what the hell, man? She's acting like he's going to war or something. I was rolling.
All right, she let her. That is funny. But yeah, she was stressing and I get it because that was a good pick. And now when they come back, like, it seems like Rachel doesn't really want to link up with Clayton. I think she's kind of in on Freddie, but Freddie is such like a loyal puppy dog.
I knew Freddie wouldn't bounce from Matt. Like, I was like, how would Freddie even manage that?
Like,
because she's gonna give him a hard time if he tries to break it off, and you can't do that to Freddie. Like, she's like, I can't be in this position.
When Freddie was on the one-on-one room and he was talking about how great the date was, and he's like, "Yeah, I think I really want to fill that out." I was like, "Yes, Freddie, fill it out." I was like, "Damn it, just go with her. Don't stay with Madison." And then he stayed with Madison, and again, because, like you say, he's like a little puppy dog. He just doesn't want to feel bad for shitting on somebody, right? And it's really what it amounts to, I think. So
But this, I gotta say, bringing these two people in that they did. What I liked about the boardrooms on this is, I guess based on previous seasons, sometimes they try to like hook people up. They're like, oh, they need this person or these. But Ollie and AD specifically, she's like, no, we don't care if these people are going to be couples. We just don't want somebody stronger than us.
Exactly.
So like, let's stir it up.
Yeah, he was very smart with that.
We're going to need money to pay for the wedding, you know?
So, I mean, that was very strategic and not so much considering on who would be a good match for anybody.
Yeah, and this is kind of weird, too, because, like, at this point, you think maybe Rachel and Freddie might hook up. But Clayton kind of, like, already tells Juliette, I think I'm going to try and hook up with Rachel. And if it doesn't work at this point, you're like, oh, man, you're screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you may have, like, shot your shot too early.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think at this point, Rachel made a bad decision. So.
Yeah, probably.
And
it's never good to go back.
No. Especially if
Move forward.
If you
Don't
screwed
go
her,
back.
and she was like, oh, my mom's going to be so pissed. I'm like, yeah, I bet your dad is too. Now, your whole family's probably be shitting on you for this one.
Yeah, and I'm actually quite surprised, like, Rachel and her work, but she's in a corner at this point, so, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously there's a strong history there.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and he's given the maybe it was meant to be, you know.
You're here, must be a reason. Yeah, no, the reason is because Netflix knew it would be entertaining. That's why it's here.
But, and Louis is making Sandy sweat at this point. And there's a throuple situation potentially.
Yeah, Louis talking
maybe even a fourth? I don't know.
Because Louis talking to Alex, she'd be like, yeah, you know, for my future husband, I'd be down for threesomes. He's like, say that again. She's like, yeah, you want threesomes? He's like, oh shit. he's like, oh, I wonder. He's like, man, throuple with her, freaking.
That was music to his ears.
And then he goes back to Sandy. He's like, hey, would you ever be down for like a threesome kind of thing? And she's like, no. He's like, nothing, like not at all. Like that, you wouldn't think about it. No.
He's
like, shit.
He was going to go to the producers and be like, we're just going to all three stay.
That's right.
Now, I thought this was interesting because, I like Sandy's response because she's like, you are going to lose me if this happens. Because I sense the conflict in him. He's like, I probably have fun with Alex, but, you know, I want to remain loyal. And he probably wants to stay on the show, and loyalty begets loyalty usually.
Exactly.
Hopefully on this show at some point. Not with everyone, but I think with these two, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he did this on Too Hot to Handle too.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he was always like being
Louis
tempted.
being Louis.
Yeah, this is Louis.
Yeah. Like Juliette pivots to Louis too at some point, and that doesn't work. She's getting desperate.
Yeah, and then because she's like talking to him about his two girls, and he's some of the girls. She's like, "Oh, why don't we just match?" And he's like, he's like, does this awkward laugh and shit, and he's like, anyway, I mean,
yeah. And Sandy comes in, breaks that up, and sits right next to him. So, but Alex and Juliette are out. I feel a little bit bad for Juliette because, like, it probably should have been Clayton now.
Yeah, totally.
And she should have chose Cody or you know, I don't think it would have gone well with Carrington either, but probably should have chose Cody.
Yeah.
No, she definitely should have.
Yeah, but then, you know, Madison wouldn't let her. So
That's right.
So we have the compatibility challenge. I didn't think they were going to squeeze it in, but they did the kissing challenge on this episode.
Well, they tricked them. They made it look like it was going to be a food challenge, and then all of a sudden they lifted up the plate, and it was freaking damn the mask and the headphones underneath.
And this is a staple for every season.
Oh, of course.
yeah, but we found out that Freddie apparently would have been fine with the food challenge.
Yeah,
He's like,
Freddie's like, shit, I eat 13 eggs in the morning. He's like, I'm good.
And I have the same complaint as I always have with the kissing challenge because you
Yes.
can tell too easily who
Exactly.
you're kissing.
yeah, I mean,
Or
Ollie
you
points
should
it out
be
with
able-
his beard.
You should be able to, right? But
Yeah, but you shouldn't be allowed to feel people
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
they're groping each other and like the hands go to the butt. I mean, 80's got a very distinct butt.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I mean,
and the
everybody
other
knows
guys
it.
aren't going to be groping 80's butt.
right.
Yeah.
You know, so like the person who gropes your
Yeah.
butt, you got to know. I mean, you know it's Ollie because his beard, but
Yeah.
they should try and mask this stuff somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you do that.
Because
And
I
they-
would like a realistic like rating of who's a
right.
good kisser.
And then the other thing that you don't really realize watching it is that these people probably are wearing cologne or perfume. There's a smell to each person
yeah.
too.
Well, the funny thing is, like, when they first announced it, Ollie's, or not Ollie, but freaking Louis, like, oh, hell no, man. He's like, I'm a germaphobe. I don't like just kissing all these damn people, you know? And then he seemed to be just fine doing it when it happened.
Yeah, and most people are trying to at least determine their partner and give them the highest rating. And,
Right.
and that's who they feel comfortable with anyway, so they're probably
yeah.
giving a more passionate
Well,
kiss.
and poor Freddie kept getting low ratings, but when you're watching him, you could tell he was just uncomfortable in that
Yeah.
situation
Yeah.
to begin with, you know? So it was
And
like,
that's my point. Like, he knew that was probably Madison, so therefore he's going all in on her.
Yeah.
So,
But you know, he took it in stride too.
Oh, he
like
did.
he
He didn't
laughed
care,
every
yeah.
time. Like he got the low scores every time.
but there are two people willing to not pick their partner, and it was Clayton and Sandy. I don't know if they didn't
Yeah,
realize
yeah.
who they were kissing or whatever, but they both rated each other the highest.
They're just trying to be honest, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey. Well,
Exactly.
this puts Clayton in a bad spot
Well,
because
Well,
Rachel,
remember Daniel's partner, what's her name?
Lucy?
She picked Ollie, and then Daniel's like, that's fucked up. He's
Yeah.
he's like, what? He's like, our beards are different. He's like,
Yeah.
my beard's a hell of a lot thinner than Ollie. She should have known who the hell I
Yeah.
was. You know?
Ollie
Ollie
should
must
have
be a
been-
good kisser.
Right,
Ollie
exactly.
should have been a very obvious one that it's Ollie.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is putting Clayton in an awkward spot with Rachel. You know, you're already kind of in the doghouse somewhat, trying to get out of it.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
And Ollie was like, "What the hell?" Or Louis was like, "What the hell? This ain't cool." You know, whenever he figured,
Yeah.
once they figured out, okay, well, you two are on a date. And it's like, what?
He's like, they ain't going on a date.
So yeah, they go on a date, they win. So I like that little twist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then it just kind of cuts it right there, right? So you know,
Yeah. So what do you think happens with Clayton and Sandy? Is there going to be any kind of
I
spark?
think they'll
there?
have a good date. You know, I do. I think they're gonna have a good date. Whether it leads to anything or not, I don't know.
I
But
really hope he doesn't do his girl dirty.
I hope he doesn't either. But he just seems like
Yeah.
kind of. He seems like at this point the kind of guy that will. Right. The comments he was making after he got picked up by her, he's like, "Oh, she was a great kisser," you know, and this and that. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh
To
man.
get her to choose him and for them to match,
Mm-hmm.
just to turn around and like dump
He's
her would
really
be-
lucky that Rachel kind of paired with him because that would be a really bad look for him to dump Rachel like the way he did on the show,
Yeah.
then to dump like Juliette the way
Oh, yeah.
he kind of did,
Yeah.
and if he couldn't like match with somebody.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe he doesn't care how bad he looks.
I hope he doesn't do Rachel dirty, man. But I could totally see him doing it.
Yeah.
So
Well, maybe we'll get what we want and get Freddie with Rachel.
yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I hope Madison gets bounced quick. Like Freddie.
Well, she's really into Freddie.
Yeah, I know. But,
Yeah, but you know,
Freddie needs to just.
she could get deterred by some tall, dark, handsome, tattooed person.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think they need to do more things to like shake up the house and experience like other people. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's enough. I mean, obviously these boardrooms are kind of designed for that,
Right.
but I don't feel like the dates they go on really like induce that too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because some dates kind of do. Like we've
Yeah.
seen dates before, they were like doing massages and
Massages
shit like
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then you have other dates, like you said,
They're just
like,
eating
it's like
food
a
on the
picnic.
beach,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
like,
so-
wow, what's
yeah.
going on here?
Yeah.
So they're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
True.
But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the people on
yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
It's
said,
a good cast. It's a good cast.
yeah, it
It's
is
probably
good
the best cast they've had. I think.
Yeah.
Probably so. Yeah, I would agree with that. He's got Freddie, man.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
there you
Freddie's
go.
there. We're
Like
happy.
I said, Freddie doesn't necessarily belong on this show, but you know, it's great to have him on. I mean,
Yeah.
because he's such a good dude. You know, it's like when you see Freddie, it's like what a great guy. So
I am looking forward to seeing JR like in Sandy. I don't know if there's like bad blood there or if they'll try and like rekindle something.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that'll be interesting.
They were coupled up on Ultimatum, weren't they?
Yeah, they were coupled up on Ultimatum, yeah. And remember, because, I mean, you know, AD almost paired them up together, and it was like, okay, nah. And I was like, oh, shit, is this going to happen?
It's happening.
I was like, oh, man. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to see what happens when he comes out.
Now, is there any chance AD and Ollie don't win this thing?
I don't think so. I think they're going to win. And well, here we go, though. We know that at the end of the day, it's a popularity contest, right?
Yeah.
Like, so is there a chance they don't win? Sure, because somebody else can vote for another couple.
That's what sucks about this show is people don't always vote the way they should. And what I mean by that, like, who actually earned it. Exactly. Sometimes they just throw a weird vote off of left field. And we
see that all the time in this show. So is there a chance they won't win? Sure. At this point, should they win? Absolutely. So...
Yeah.
Well, and people who come in later on in the show, how do they have a fair shot at that?
Right.
And we've argued this all the time.
Well, bring that back for everyone.
Exactly.
So, like, if you're like sitting waiting in the wings and you come in episode 6, 7, how in the heck can you compete with like AD and Ollie, even if you have a strong relationship at that point?
Well, that's the competition aspect of the show, but really, aren't they all here to find their perfect match? So what does it matter?
That's right. There you go.
Probably has a higher rate than Farmer, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, Farmer America for sure. Yeah. Holy cow! Well, there you have it, folks. That is episodes 1 through 3 down. We got we should have 4 through 6 coming at you here pretty quick. It's great that this show's back. You know, we haven't had a chance to talk about it in a while. I mean, we just did Ultimatum, so now it's kind of back-to-back love shows we got going. You know, we love talking about these love shows. We love talking to you guys about these love shows. So hit us up, chat with us about it. Hit that like, subscribe, and we will check you guys in our next review.